In our system right now, in our world right now, we're not going to actually change the world for the better if we continue the way we've been doing things, which is in our silos, and we have to break that down in the sense of working together. So the e-notification for me is part of what enables us to work together, seriously work together, because a lot of it all comes back to communication. And when you have good communication and you have the information you need, you're able to act on that sooner. And so then people will receive the services they need sooner if we can get the communication working more smoothly.
Up until now, primary care docs, our care coordinators, community haven't been aware in many cases that one of our patients has been admitted to the hospital. In some cases that means a personal support worker will go to the home, find the patient is not there. It's just a not efficient use of their time with the critical or very limited healthcare resources available in the system.
E-notification is to help us align a seamless transition for patients. It helps us to understand where our patients are and if they're admitted or discharged. So it's a new project that seems to be working out very nicely. When a patient is admitted, we are able to be notified by CCAC that the patient is currently on their services. So it helps us to align what resources are already in the community. So we get notified that the patient is on home care and that they are notified. When a patient goes home, it notifies the CCAC that the patient's going home. It automatically takes them off hold, and it also does the same process with the community support service agencies like Arnprior, McNabb, Braeside at Home program.
I'm thinking of a volunteer. The volunteer is there to volunteer to do the best they can to support that resident. So it could be delivering a hot meal. Every day they go there and all of a sudden something has broken that chain, that they're not there that day. At that point, it causes a lot of fear as to what could be wrong with the senior. Where do we go from there is the biggest problem we ran against. Because we just can't, at the end of the day, say, well, the client wasn't there, is not going to get their meal. There's still that feeling in the back of your mind that something could be wrong. And that's why the e-notification, to have that special connection with the hospital, to at least go that route to see if the patient or if our client is a patient in the hospital or has been taken to the hospital.
The innovative aspect of e-notification is the rapidity of the response and the seamlessness of the response. We've always asked hospitals to, in the past, fax discharge reports to physicians or send us referrals. But there's a certain amount of time in getting that information there. It could be as long as 48 hours. With e-notification, we get the information almost immediately. As we expand the deployment of e-notification out to more hospitals and build up a larger length of time that it's been in place, we'll start having a more fulsome picture of the patient. And this will help identify those high needs patients. We'll know who they are, we'll know why they're going to the hospitals, the frequency of them, and even across hospitals. Allows the people providing services to adapt the services, to enhance services, to take different treatment paths perhaps. Changes need to be made. If we don't get that rapid response back in the short term, we can't make those changes.
It's a wonderful program. It allows the community resources, CCAC, the hospital, and the HealthLink program to really align in the mission and vision that it should be transitional care and that people should be aware of the steps of transition.
I'm very hopeful that this pilot project that we've undertaken in Arnprior with Arnprior Regional Health and the cooperation of CCAC, that we can see this go through not only Champlain but Ontario-wide. The
e-notification is a fantastic way to go, and I honestly cannot wait for that to be available to me and my community.